everybody. I'm so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I hope you had a wonderful week. And I wanted to say thank you so much for going thrifting with me last week. I had so much fun going to the thrift store. You know I always do. Those are my very favorite videos to do. And I was thinking, I get new subs every month, and a lot of you don't know that I do those thrift videos. And I used to do one a month, and now I'm down to one per season. So I'm looking forward to my Christmas one. But yeah, if I couldn't do the thrifting videos, I don't think I would do YouTube. I'm so happy you're here today. And I wanted to talk about some of my favorite things in September. And September was a very rough month, and a lot of things that I want to show you kind of got me through the month. And so I think we're going to have kind of a good time. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about some of these products that I loved so much in September, but I just want you to know that everything I show you I loved, and it blew me away. So with that in mind, let's get started. When I think of September, I think of one step forward and two steps back. I mean, I was really stressed out in September, and for the first time, I started to get dry scalp. I mean, I don't know. It seems like when I get really stressed, it's like it really shows in my hair for some reason. So I didn't know. I never had dry scalp before, so I relied on coconut oil. And what I did with the coconut oil is at night I would massage it into my scalp, and immediately my scalp would feel so soothed, and it would take that burning away. And then I wake up in the morning, I wash my hair, and yeah, so I absolutely I just fell in love with coconut oil again. I have a couple different kinds. I have a high-end coconut oil and I have my, I don't know, everyday coconut oil. I've never used a product by Aveeno before, but I did pick up their Daily Radiance cream, and this is a beautiful cream, a lotion that you put on in the morning underneath your makeup. But the reason I bought this wasn't because of, well, it's supposed to help with dark spots and texture and fine lines and wrinkles, but that isn't why I bought it. I bought it because it's a sunscreen. It's an SPF 30 sunscreen. And I use the Walgreens sunscreen, and that's okay. But it doesn't have any skin benefits, and this does, or it claims to. So I started using this, and I really like it. It's very, very rich, very thick and rich, almost like a primer. And there is a slight smell of sunscreen to it, but it doesn't bother my makeup. It doesn't make my makeup oxidize. And I feel pretty good that if I have a sunscreen that goes on underneath my makeup, and my makeup also has sunscreen, then I feel pretty good. So yeah, Aveeno Daily Radiance, I like it. Another one of my favorites for September is a serum that I truly have fallen in love with. It's the one I talked about a couple weeks ago. It is the 10 Active Serum, and it's made by Eva Naturals, but it has arbutin, it has CoQ10, vitamin C, aloe vera. Anyway, I tried it for 30 days and I thought, okay, well, things are looking pretty good. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm going on 60 days with this, and I love it. I swear I do see a difference in the texture of my skin. I mean, I hate to sound so narcissistic, but I am forced to look at myself and my skin because I'm editing myself. And so I can see these subtle differences because I have to work with my images every week. And boy, I don't like saying that. But it's true. And since I have been using this particular serum, things are better. Things look better on camera. So that's not much proof, but it's just anecdotal that, I don't know, I like this serum. I do. You know, a lot of you will recognize this eyeshadow palette. It's a drugstore palette by Maybelline called Lemonade Craze. And I bought it about 5 months ago, and then I never used it. And I thought, you know, these are kind of Jeffree Star colors, you know, with the yellows and the reds. And I don't want that, and I'm not going to use that. And I got this on some special or something. Anyway, long story short, I started using this strawberry lemonade for a lid color, and it knocked my socks off. I mean, you know, there's 12 shades in here, and half of them are matte, and I can get the most beautiful fall looks from this palette. So this blew me away, and especially like the lid colors, the kind of really pretty satiny shiny lid colors. This right here is Marula Oil Styling Serum, and this is by Paul Mitchell. And this has become one of my all-time favorites of all time. But it's kind of a weird story about how I started using this. This is a beautiful, beautiful oil that you use to style and restore your hair. And all right, I've had this for over a year and I never used it. So I won this in a giveaway over a year ago from my friend Susie. She has a channel, Susie Bird. I just love her, and I will list her channel below. Susie had a giveaway, and in the giveaway, when I got the box, it was all full of the most amazing products, but for some reason, I just never tried the Paul Mitchell Marula oil for my hair, and it is incredible. You know, to be honest, I never get compliments on my hair, but last month when I started using the Marula oil by Paul Mitchell, yeah, I got compliments. Oh, your hair looks so nice. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And then I looked up the price of this. This is $32. I can't afford $32 for a serum for my hair, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So if I ever see it on sale, I'm going to grab it. And if you know of a place that is cheaper than $32, you know, let me know. This stuff is amazing. Well, you know, by now you know it wouldn't be a favorites video unless I shared with you my very favorite lipstick of the month. And last month, I think my all-time favorite fall lipstick was a lipstick by L'Oreal, and this is called Raisin Rapture. This is new to me, and this isn't red, and it's not a wine. It's more in maybe the coral family. I'm having a good time wearing it today. But it's really, it's a statement lipstick, but it's not too much. It's like a coral wine. I guess that's what I would call it, but it's just beautiful. And if you're wearing a lot of browns and blacks for fall, oh, I just think the color is absolutely beautiful. So last month I had a CVS coupon and I picked up the Ultra Filter Revlon Liquid Foundation. And this is the one that has kind of the goofy sponge weird applicator that you could tell right off that we wouldn't like it and we wouldn't use it, and it's just stupid. And probably some guy in marketing said, well, you know, hey, the ladies like their beauty blenders, let's just give them a, you know, well, it's just dumb and stupid. And I think they took a lot of heat for it and people dismissed it. Now, I have not seen a woman over 50 do a review on this. It's not that it's not out there, but I haven't seen it, and when I searched for it I couldn't find it. Anyway, let me tell you, this is great foundation, and it's a really great foundation if you're over 60. So I was so surprised when I got this home and I fell in love with this foundation. And this is, like I said, the Revlon Ultra Filter. It retails for about $18. It only comes, unfortunately, in 12 shades. And to give you some kind of reference, I am a medium in the IT Cosmetics line. I am more of a light to medium, not a real true medium. So I originally bought this in the shade 220, and when I applied the 220, it just seemed so light to me. I went back to get the 230 and I couldn't find a 230, so I got the 240. Both the 220 and the 240 do work on my skin tone. And what I found out is it goes on and it looks rather ghostly, and then it adapts to the proper skin tone. But you really, really need to shake this particular makeup up, and it does not find our fine lines and pores. And what it does, why I love it so much, is it actually does have a blurring effect for our pores. I love the finish. The finish isn't matte and it's not dewy. It's more of a satin finish. I love how the way the light hits it. It's so lightweight you don't even know that you're using makeup. Because I love foundations, and I'm just so surprised nobody said, hey, you know, you want something that's going to help you with texture, because when you're over 60, you care about texture, you care about pores, and this foundation delivers. It's great.
Say something meaningful, say something I don't know. I wanna know you better. The way that you talk to me, the way that you make me feel, I don't know if you're real. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you make me
So, how old are you?
23, turning 24 this year.
What do you think the meaning of life is?
Oh, that's a trick question.
It is a trick question.
That is a very hard question.
What's
I
the
guess
biggest lesson you've learned so far in life?
To not let what others say bother me, to just kind of go by the beat of my own rhythm, because otherwise I'll never be happy, because I can't base my happiness around others, because that's what I tend to do, and then I'm never happy.
So, did you feel you used to care what people thought?
Yes, extremely. I took what everybody said to heart, and so I have really bad depression and anxiety because of that, because I was always trying to impress others or make sure that everybody else was happy around me instead of myself.
Sing it, girl.
I know a lot of you know that I live across the street from the Dollar General, and I go in there a couple times a week, and you know, I know the girls that work there. They're just sweet young girls, you know, doing the best they can. And so I think I showed you the footage of the gal talking about what she thought was some of the most important things in life to her, and she was talking about being a people pleaser and caring what people thought. And I did not expect that from her at her age. And it's funny because her words, I've thought about them all week and what they mean to me. And do I care what people think? And how does that affect my life? And it's funny because I thought back to this particular morning where I was in an elevator. I was trapped in an elevator going up. The elevator hadn't stopped or anything, but I felt trapped because I was sharing the elevator with Bill's ex-wife. And she was is a wealthy woman and a beautiful dresser. And there I was. And I was going into the building to see my attorney, and I thought I was looking great. I loved my outfit, I loved my shoes, and I felt like $1 million that day. And there I was on the elevator with Sharon. And it's so funny because there I was, I'd been feeling so good, and I looked down at my shoes and suddenly, oh, my shoes look dirty. And then I started questioning my outfit. Does this sweater really match my skirt? I thought it was just perfect, but maybe it's just a little too off, and maybe I look like a crazy person, and oh, why didn't I wear my hair up? And it's like, oh my gosh, I had to get a hold of myself here. It was as if I knew she didn't like me. So therefore, I started to see myself through her eyes, or how I thought she was seeing me. I was projecting all that all those feelings. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to please people. There's nothing wrong with caring what people think. I mean, you know, we want to look our best and be our best and have accomplishments. That's all normal. I think the danger comes in is when we see ourselves through somebody else's eyes. And I think that is very destructive. I think that we have to, you know, keep both feet on the ground and truly know who we are. And truly, I know this is corny and, you know, we've heard this 1,000 times, but to truly love ourselves, accept ourselves, and we can be so many things to so many people without sacrificing who we are. You know, you just got to go for it. There are people that can't stand us, and there are people that love us. And, you know, the good so far outweighs the bad. So I guess the moral of this story is, well, don't ever get in an elevator with your husband's ex-wife. There. Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging in there with us today. I hope you have a wonderful brand new week, and when you're done with your week, come back and see us, okay?